What's up guys, I am the Comeback Kid and today I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated games of 2013. There's a lot of things coming out and I believe most of the stuff that I'm talking about is coming out this year, so this is my list. I'm going to start with Nioh Kuni, coming out on the PlayStation 3 exclusively. It will be out I believe in probably a week or so from when this video is posted, in the middle of January. This is an RPG collaboration between Level 5 and Studio Ghibli. Basically a match made in heaven for any Level 5 fans out there. I love the art style that this game is taking upon itself. It looks like a real live action cartoon or a Studio Ghibli movie, and that alone has wanted me to pick up this game, and I'm sure a lot of other people were wanting to pick up this game as well, so I'm highly looking forward to that. I didn't pick up the special edition, but I am getting the standard version, so I'm looking forward to that. The next game I'm looking forward to is Tomb Raider, and I played this at PAX Prime and it is turning out to be a pretty good game from what I'm seeing. It is very Uncharted-like, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. What I did play, it's mostly she was out in the wild and there's a lot of survival, wilderness surviving, shooting deer and stuff of that nature, to where you need to eat and build your own fire. And the demos, there didn't show a lot of stuff that was gonna happen in the game necessarily. It just showed you hunting and surviving in the wilderness, but other than that the game looks really well done, and like I said, very Uncharted-like, but that's not a bad thing, so I'm definitely looking forward to the reboot of Tomb Raider. The Last of Us, I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to this game too. It's by Naughty Dog, a PlayStation 3 exclusive. It's one of those post-apocalyptic games, that have typically came out in recent memory. There's lots of them coming out, but this one kind of reminds me of Enslaved: Odyssey to the West from 2010, except it's not as bright and colorful as Uncharted. Like, it's not all bright and colorful green and blues everywhere, and it is a post-apocalyptic town like Enslaved, but this one, it seems more like I Am Legend, the movie, where people are fighting with each other to survive, and people are their own worst enemies and stuff of that nature. It looks really good. The character development looks really well done. The interaction with the man and I don't know if it's his daughter or whatever, if it's just a young lady that he happened to meet upon, but the trailer and the little demo that I've seen looks really well done, so I'm really looking forward to The Last of Us. Dead Island Riptide. I was a pretty big fan of the first Dead Island because it's very similar to Borderlands in the style that it's kind of a loot, not really a loot game, but it's like a fetch quest kind of game. You kind of go from point A to point B. There's lots of missions to do, and it's kind of like in a Borderlands style, first person. You can play co-op with people and you just kill hordes of zombies. Not as good as Borderlands exactly, because it's not really an RPG really, but you can craft your own items and stuff of that nature. Dead Island Riptide is looking to be a pretty similar game. I got to see a video of this at PAX Prime. They didn't let you play the game because it wasn't ready, but it showed one of the developers playing the game on a big screen to us, and the thing I didn't like about Dead Island was I loved the part when you were in the island around the ocean killing zombies and you're in the jungle and everything, but as soon as you go inside the city, it just turns into another post-apocalyptic zombie killing shooter where all the buildings are gray and it's all boring, and I hated that. This one, Dead Island Riptide, looks more like the beginning of the first Dead Island, where there's oceans everywhere and there's lakes and jungles and everything's colorful. That's what this one's turning out to be a little bit more like, from what I've seen in the video. Beyond Two Souls, if this does come out in 2013 for the PlayStation 3, I will definitely pick this up because it looks like the spiritual successor to Heavy Rain, and if not, I think it's just made by the developers of Heavy Rain. Anyway, it's looking really good from the short clip that they showed us at E3, and it looks like my kind of game for the little that they showed us. South Park: The Stick of Truth. Now this game looks exactly like the cartoon. Now I know a lot of people said, well, these cel-shaded games look just like the cartoon. They do in a little bit, but This game, South Park: The Stick of Truth, looks exactly like South Park, an episode of South Park. Combine that with a role-playing game where you can control Cartman and Stan and Kenny and all that. That's just fan service right there, because from the trailer they showed on the Spike TV Awards, which they showed a trailer before, but this one showed more in depth. They showed tons of fan service, just like every character that you could think of in South Park. I seen the gay guy that's Mr. Garrison's boyfriend, dude wearing the leather chaps or whatever. He like jumps on this dude and goes up his ass. Jesus comes out there and like machine guns people. It just looks freaking awesome. So I'm really looking forward to South Park: The Stick of Truth. Next game I want to talk about is The Walking Dead. I believe this is called Survival Instinct, and it's not the next Walking Dead Telltale game or adventure game. This is the first person shooter in the Walking Dead universe. Now I'm pretty skeptical on this because I fear that they're gonna just shit all over the license and just make it another first person shooter. I'm hoping they don't do that, but I still want to get the game because I'm such a big fan of The Walking Dead. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to wait on some reviews and feedback before I pick this up, but I am looking forward to this game. The Wonderful 101. This was formerly known as Project P100, I believe, and I did play this at PAX Prime. I actually waited in line quite a bit to play this game, but from what I played, it's turning out to be a pretty good game. First I have to get a Wii U to play this to begin with, but anyway, it seems like a cross between Pikmin and I don't know. It's like a crazy Pikmin game where you just run around beat 'em up style, I guess. Pikmin cross beat 'em up. Anyway, from what I played, it seems a little overcomplicated to where they let you do too many things with, like, every button had a function, and to me that was like a little too much. However, I'm still looking forward to this game because it looks pretty unique, and I just love the cartoony style to it. So I'm really looking forward to Project P100, also known as The Wonderful 101. Bayonetta 2, if this does come out in 2013, I'm going to have to pick up a Wii U because it is exclusive to the Wii U, we found out. And I'm such a big fan of the first Bayonetta. It was one of my favorite games in my top 10 of 2010. And I really love Bayonetta. The hack and slash beat 'em up style was way over the top, and I gotta get the sequel, so probably gonna get a Wii U for this one. And the last game I'm gonna talk about is Earth Defense Force 2025. This is the third installment, I believe, in the modern console versions of Earth Defense Force, not counting the Vita version of 2017. If you don't know what Earth Defense Force is, Pete Dorr did a very good review on it a very long time ago, which he talked about it in his top 10, I think, underrated games of the modern consoles. Anyway, it's a big, giant, shoot 'em up, arcadey, fun game which you just shoot giant ants, bugs, spiders, robots, and you're wandering around the city and these giant insects and everything just try to take over Earth, and you're in this army that has to take out the bugs and everything. And it's crazy over the top, arcadey fun. It seems like it would be a Dreamcast game, but it's on modern consoles. And Earth Defense Force 2025 is the newest one coming out. I have to get it because I was a big fan of Insect Armageddon in 2017. So I have to get the next installment because, you know, it's Earth Defense Force and it's crazy fun. I highly recommend it if you're into arcadey games similar to stuff you found on the Dreamcast. You probably won't be disappointed. So that is it for the games I'm interested in 2013 that's coming out. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys are anticipating for 2013, and I'll see you guys later.